We are experiencing mind control at a level that is unheard of today. The advancement in mind control science and technology is next level. I mean, Tavistock has been at work since the 1920s. Imagine what they're capable of today. They can literally control mass populations of people. They do it through mere headlines, through mere network news reporting, and of course Hollywood films and the music industry. And it kind of trickles down to academia, and they teach this stuff to the kids, and even in the science circles are teaching the same garbage. And out of this, you get atheists, a-religious humanists, and materialists. And what happens is with this worldview, in response, you'll get confusion. Okay, that's why I see all this identity politics. Everybody's confused about who they are and what they're here for and what they're supposed to do and what their meaning is. Everyone's confused, double-minded, confusion, right? And nihilism. Because after you have no understanding of what humanity is, there's no purpose in life. If there's no creator, if everything's randomly produced, there's no purpose in any of it. It's all just whatever. It's happening, right? So that creates nihilism. And then the other side, to avoid nihilism, to avoid this lowly existence and feelings of depression and what comes with nihilism, you will get the opposite side where people try to avoid that with hedonism, pursuing pleasure. And this is what we see in the pleasure industries. This is what we see in Hollywood. This is what we see in the music industry. All of our musicians, they preach hedonism to the culture because this is a way to safeguard one from depression and from anxiety based on existential dread that usually creates a form of nihilism, and it could turn into deep nihilism. And then people start killing themselves off and cutting themselves and things like that. So when you have this type of worldview, these are the responses. If nothing means anything, why live, right? And this is why we see so much hedonism, drug abuse, hypersexuality, identity politics, and people focusing on what feels good, focusing on pleasure, focusing on flesh, because they're running away from the truth. They're running away from it. chasing pleasure to appease themselves. With that, you get this hedonism and, of course, narcissism. We have generalized narcissism in our society. It is a hallmark of our culture. It is the status quo to be highly narcissistic. And this is rooted in the establishment worldview that has been inculcated into society through mass media and through the academic system. All of this stuff is mind control. This is all manipulation here. None of this is accurate, because if things are true, if things are accurate, you don't have to manipulate. You don't have to twist things. You don't have to use logical fallacies to convince people of truth. There's only one source for that, and that's the Christian worldview through the Word of God. There's only one, hence the global campaign against it, because it is the only savior from this world. It is the only salvation. Everything else is confusion.